Hello everybody, Realm Builder Guy here, and welcome back to Al-Andalus and Crusader Kings 3, here with the Abbadid Sultanate, after we declared war on Aquitaine, a holy war against Aquitaine in the last episode. Today, of course, this episode is going to be about that war. We'll see how quickly it can be resolved one way or another, hopefully just one way, not the other. Thank you again for everybody that's been liking, commenting, and watching. If you're watching this when this comes out, which is the last week of March, or I guess technically last week of March, first week of April, the 30th of March, actually. If you're watching this right after it comes out, I apologize for last week for lack of videos. It was spring break here in Colorado, kids at home, wife not working much that week. So just kind of laid low and chilled with the fam, as one should do. You know, those are the major priorities in life. I still had a few videos out, and I hope you enjoyed those. But now we're going back to more or less regular scheduled programming. I also appreciate all the feedback as far as what you would like to see after this. And I'm probably completely getting ahead of myself, but after this achievement run, what we want to do here on the channel. And also Twitch, that's right. If you're watching this when this comes out on Tuesday, March 30th, where it will be coming out, I usually have these out about 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time in the United States, which is 5 p.m. Central European Time. At 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, so that will be 9 p.m. Central European Time, I will be streaming over on Twitch, twitch.tv/realmbuilder. And if you can't catch it live, if you catch this a few days afterwards, the plan is to be streaming Tuesdays and Fridays at that time, at least for the foreseeable next few weeks. Future, kind of see how it goes, how I feel about it, and how you guys feel about it. Obviously, it'll also have some VODs, so the videos will live on the Twitch channel, so you can also check those out. Probably going to start with Crusader Kings 3 over on Twitch. But now let's get into the War of Conquest for Aquitaine. Now we have, of course, our rather sizable army over here. We are ready to roll. Now the goal will be to go straight over here towards their capital. That's the main target, is Bordeaux. Because the sooner we can siege that down, the better. We do have our allies coming in. If we look at overall war, they have 11,000. We have 14,500. So it's slightly in our favor, not completely in our favor. I'm just gonna move up that way, but it could go well. I see here's a larger force on that side of the river. That's a very large force. I see they're coming for us. That very, very large force. Probably we've got 5 months here. They're gonna get to us before then. We cannot afford to lose right away. So we're gonna cross the river here. All right, we're gonna play a little bit of cat and mouse with them. You know, at least until we have allies showing up. So we're just basically just running around here. Let's see. They're gonna catch us in this battle here, and we can't get out of it. And those guys are not gonna come in time. So we are gonna lose this battle. Quite decisively so. And that could spell doom. Well, that didn't go very well. I mean, here's some allies now showing up. I'm gonna try to regroup down here. There's that large force coming there. This is an evening meal. How do you like the stew, my lord? Mixed in with the pieces of vegetables are fatty chunks of meat, stringy texture, interrupted with what looks to be short and sparse fur. When asked about the ingredients, my private cook Habiba only smiles and tries to placate me. My only wish is to serve you, my lord. She thinks she can keep a secret from me. So 60% chance we'll figure it out. So they do have a large army there. Despite my best efforts, I was not able to gain access to the kitchen. All right, mystery will gnaw at me. Pun intended, no pun intended. All right, let's see if we can regroup here and then move up north. Schemer discovered. My spy master has come to me with grave news. It's my daughter, Nyla, that is plotting up against my Faris. Yeah. We're down to 11,000. They're at 12,000. It's annoyingly close. Let's see, where are we financially? Military, mercenaries. What can we hire? We've got enough money, so these guys are already hired by somebody. We could bring in these caballeros, or these guys. I mean, it's 5. We'll bring those guys in. We'll put our troops together and then start moving back north again and see if we can't start winning this war, because it's gone off to an inauspicious start. So let's move up here and see if all of our allies come with us. If they do all come with us, we've got a pretty good chance of winning a battle. I mean, we're still recovering, so we can't forget about that. Without an alliance, I cannot help but notice the nepotism you treat your grandson Sheikh Rasik with, my liege. My vassal Emirman has sought me out, looking to settle what he perceives as a slight, me not having an alliance with him. Sure, speak well. You better sharpen your silver tongue. You will not get much. Okay, fine. We'll talk to one another. And they've got a few armies we'll have to deal with. What do we have here? We've got 4,400. So that gives us about 10,000, 13,000. If all of our allies come with us, then we have a chance. That's the key thing, if they all come. If they don't, we're going to be looking worse for wear. You know what we're going to do now? We are going to go all the way across here. Got a new lifestyle perk. Perfect. We can go with enticing opportunity, seduction scheme power plus 30%. Like weeds in a garden, fertility plus 30%. Let's do that. We are very old, so fertility is very, very important. We're going to go straight for the heart. We are going to go now to Bordeaux with all of our allies, as they are sieging territory that's not a huge importance to me. We're going to go with our entire host of allies and try to take Bordeaux, and that would be strategically very, very important. A secret exposed. The shameful truth has reached the light of day. My grandson, Sheikh Abbad, has copulated with his lover, Munya. Okay. Such things cannot be accepted outside of marriage. Allah judged these sinners. So he is now a fornicator, and she's a fornicator. All right. Secret exposed. My grandson, Sheikh Abbad, has brought forward undeniable evidence that my great-grandson, Abbad, was fathered by none other than him. How could my own grandson do this? Abbad, do you know what this means to your family? So Sheikh Abbad is the new father of Abbad Abbadid. You exposed Sheikh Abbad's lover secret. Munya lost 30 opinion. Okay. Well, we're going to go for Bordeaux and ideally conquer and raze the city to the ground. Call to war to the impressive Sultan Abbad of Abbadid. I call you to war to honor our alliance and join me in the peasant uprising. I can't really afford to not have my allies with me. As you can see, our allies are kind of sieging across the French countryside. And the enemy has taken a few more forts here in our Toulouse territory. But if we can take Bordeaux, that will change that war score quite dramatically. So, yeah. Sultan Abbad II, who we've been playing now for 34 years, has died. So now we are Sultan Fadl. Well, that's just great. We got to work on so much. We need a new chancellor. New chancellor will put our a vassal on there. We need a new marshal. So here we will put the other vassal in charge. Other than that, we're good. We don't have a spouse. Dynasty head has now changed, but the Abbadid Sultanate is still intact. We will get rid of these decisions here. And a new lifestyle. We will go stewardship because he's already on that path. We will go with the domain focus. Then he needs to get married. That wouldn't be bad. And illusion, she gets 800 prestige. Inheritable traits of intelligent and handsome. Other than that, we need to negotiate that alliance. We need to transfer one of our vassals. We need to add more spouses. Sure, we'll add you as a wife. And let's add one more here. Drifia, Baranis, robust. Let's have robust children. Perfect. Very high chance of having kids. And we are about to win this siege. Very important siege. I can't even really... I can't even mourn for the loss of the guy we had. We captured the queen. So what we're going to do now is we are going to hire the heck out of mercenaries. Let's see. What do we have here? Armored horsemen. Ooh, that'd be nice. No, we're going to go with the caballeros and bowmen. I know we have a high-profile target. We're going to move these guys kind of around here. Because, of course, we have the enemy moving just to the north. Scandalous priest. Mualadi world was shocked to learn that my vassal Emir Man was discovered gorging himself on a luxurious feast of fresh quail, fine cheeses, pomegranate cakes, and violet sharba. The excessive indulgence of the feast has cast a dark shadow on his legitimacy. While scandals among the clergy are nothing new, it is disquieting for one to occur so close to home. Defend his character publicly. What? He's compassionate. What are we, anyway? Let's see. We are a deceitful, generous, compassionate, pretty boy who's a fortune builder. Condemn him for his transgressions. Yes, we will do that. All right, so they have relocated to the south. And now we will move these guys in along here. All right, we're new dynasty head. Very good. We've won a siege there. That siege is going to be won. Defeat peasant uprising. All right, I don't care. Like, I legit don't care about that one. Now we will meet all of our forces here, ideally, and combine them and see if we can't force some type of battle. And ideally, our allies will make it in time to sway the tide of the battle. They're coming in. They're piling in. This would be a big one. It is not against the king. We are winning this battle. And with that, can we turn the tide of the war? So we're going to have to start sieging down more and more and more. There we go. We're now known for the dedication to our faith. Glory is widely known. Perfect. All right, let's take a look at what we want to do here strategically now. I kind of want to continue pursuing them. Is that 12,000? No, that was 1,200. I mean, that's a large force. I'll just sit here for right now and wait. All right, they're going back to re-siege. Let's siege this one down. Let's see what those guys will do. If they would come into this battle, we could win it. Let's see if they'll come. They are moving with us. If they cross at roughly the same time, this will be another major battle. If our allies make it across the river in time, they have. They're not reinforcing from the south. And this is the king. This is King Henry the Foolish, Henri. If we can capture the king, the war is over. Victory is ours. Allied combatants are slain, but we did not take him. All right, let's head down south here and take on that army. If we get there in time to help out, we can. We will defeat them And then we need to think a little bit about where we want to go. I think we will continue just kind of conquering along the coast here at Bayonne. Yeah, let's head to Bayonne. That's a 6. That's a 3. That's a castle we could take. What about here? That is a 4. So let's just head down there. That way we can conquer territories close by. Keep an eye on them, and that way we could pivot quickly against the enemy. If they come back south with a new 4C here, they're coming with 2,700 men. Or 3,100, they're reinforcing. We've got a new perk available. We are going to go with defensive measures. So that gives us a garrison side plus 20% and fort level plus 1. All right, so we're just going to keep an eye on what those guys do. Snake at court, I am heading for my chambers to enjoy some blessed sleep when I hear a faint rustle from a window. Just the wind, I think, until the wind starts to speak. Wahida, open up, my sweetness. It is I, Fadl. I push the shutters open, and lo and behold, a man has climbed up to Wahida's window. It is Sheikh Fadl of Alcácer do Sal. What did you just call my grandmother? You fornicator. All right, so they are back. They're going to try to siege down Bordeaux. That'll be 6 months. We will win this siege before them. This siege in 3 months. And they are bringing troops by sea now that are landing to the south of us. That's okay. If they attack us, that would be very foolish. If they combine those forces, they won't really help them much in that siege. And the ticking war score is on our side. We're going to win these 2 sieges before they win theirs, so there's one more. Oh, that's 90% war score. Let's move this force up north, because that might force them to abandon that siege. Lost in thought, my son and heir Sidre is an unusually calm child. When the others play their wild games, Sidre often withdraws to some silent corner. He does not speak a lot, but I can tell he is always thinking about something. He is pensive. So yeah, we're going to move this force close, because maybe that'll force them to break off the siege. It's not looking like it just yet. We're going to wait. See, they are Liberty Demand. I will not be threatened. Yes, there's a Liberty War that we're going to have to deal with in a minute. Oh, are you kidding me? You broke off that siege? All right, well, we're going to... Okay, now we're in this battle. Will they all come to our aid in time? I shouldn't have engaged in that one. Are they going to make it, or are they going to come? Or are they just standing there and going to watch? They're just going to watch, aren't they? Damn it. We were so close. So close. We've got desertion. I should have just accepted the demands. That was a strategically bad decision that we made. That's so close. They're going to win back Bordeaux, and that's going to completely change the tide in this one. Yeah, that was a mistake. That was a strategic F-up, to express that one lightly. That was not smart, Mr. Realm Builder guy. That was not smart. An internal liberty war from the Hudids. They won't do anything about it, and we're fighting Aquitaine on 2 fronts. It was a strategic mistake. I should have accepted the demands. That's what should have happened, because now what's going to happen, they're going to reconquer everything, and I don't know if we're going to be able to get through this war. There's a rebel force coming for us that we will face in this battle. The battle will win because they're engaging us in mountains. So we have a strong defensive bonus. Let's see, can we add any more mercenaries? Because at this point we are fighting for our lives. And that's not good. That is not good at all. I mean, we can start moving up north here. mean, we still have allies. They didn't... See, the problem is they didn't come in and help us in that battle. Had they come in into that battle, things would have been different. Escape. My prisoner, Count Joffrey, has escaped my dungeons. The guards have nothing to say in their defense, but the damage is already done nonetheless. Curse you. Okay, we don't have a general, so we'll put him in there. We have there's a new dynasty head. That's not us. We need a new marshal. We will assign that vassal. We need a new spy master. That doesn't, like, completely hate us. We'll assign that vassal. Everything is not awesome. Is not awesome at all. How are we looking here, by the way? We have 11,000. They have 5,700. Well, how about you actually come and help us the heck out? How about that? Oh, great allies. You know, will that help? Your uncle has created a cadet branch. It's going to be a tight battle, but our allies are coming into this one. Now we're going to have a decisive battle against the king. I mean, again, this could now sway it and change it if we capture the king. Got to keep an eye on this one. We are winning it slightly. We don't have a lot of great bonuses, and both sides are losing big time. But we are going to win this battle. Are we going to get the king? Are we going to get the king? Capture the king? No, we are not going to capture the king. But we are going to try to see if we can't take Armagnac or something. So that one turned in our favor. The problem is we're losing this Liberty War, and that could set us back. You know, we may become leaders in France, but then we lose down in the south. Okay, the lively livestock, fine. Get the herd. We're ticking here. We're ticking. Here comes a rebel force in to fight against us. A rebel force that we will easily defeat. And here comes Aquitaine again from the north, heading down south. There's a victory. Greetings, Sultan Fadl. Your vassal, Emil Man, has insulted me gravely. He had the audacity to name me an obnoxious churl. Who are you? Galicia. Whatever it takes to make this well again. We'll pay him money. I cannot afford that war right now. I mean, that's something that just isn't going to... It's just not going to work for me right now to deal with that one. They've got a pretty decent force coming in there. The key thing is just going to keep an eye on this revolt. If somehow we can mitigate that one, that would be... not mitigate, but just keep it at bay enough that it's not an issue, while at the same time conquering lands in Aquitaine. That would be a huge advantage, and then maybe even move down and take them. Let's see here. Hit pause. Can we bring in any mercenaries now? We can afford these guys. We're gonna hire them. Oh shoot. Oh yeah, that's right. Alright, so we're gonna have to somehow get through here with them without them getting stack wiped by those guys. So we'll just have to slowly move through all this enemy territory. 82%. We're back. We're so close again. This is one of the tightest wars I have ever fought. At least in a long, long time. Okay, we're gonna move around this side. And we're gonna combine our forces over there. Till death do us part, my dear Lila. I may not have loved you, and I feel you're passing more acutely than I ever thought possible. 10 stress. Our wife has died. That means we have too few spouses. Of course. Alright, we need to ransom a few people here. Just to get a little bit of cash. And we have too few spouses. Is there anybody that can come in that benefits us? She's comely. Yeah, we'll marry her. Okay, they broke off that siege. So now we'll just swing back here and have those guys move in over here. Bring in all of our forces together here, combine them, and then go after the king again. I mean, that's what we have to do. We're going to lose this Liberty War. This is the problem. We're not going to be able to win that in time to make a difference, and This is really frustrating. Made a huge strategic mistake there. That's for sure. All right, let's move them here. Let's see if our allies will actually come with us. Vassal factionalism. Emir Abdul Rahman has been using his influence to push for the advancement of the Liberty faction. If it helps me now, I will return the fate. Okay. They seek to nullify several laws in the Abbadid Sultanate that they believe interfere with the traditional rights of the clan. Okay. So, if he helps me now, I will return the favor. So we gain 100 stewardship lifestyle experience. So if he accepts, or the decision is based on personality. So Emir Abdul Rahman gets a weak hook, leaves the Liberty faction, cannot join another faction for 20 years. Old-fashioned flattery. So he'll leave the faction if we spend 350 prestige. Fine. A new, this is so frustrating. Professional workforce, building construction time, levy reinforcement rate, plus 100%. Yeah, I think we'll do that. That sounds about right. Alright, so he leaves the Liberty faction, and will they all come with me? That's the thing. They are breaking off their siege. We will have a battle here, and it is against the king. Come on, can we just capture the king? If we can capture the king, then this is all over. They have reinforced, but so have we. Because it would be great if we could somehow end this war now against the king. No, 87%. Just not there yet. Okay, hold on. Let's take a look. Let's see where are these? Oh, that's that's ugly. Let's see, can we? What happens if we surrender? Your crown authority is reduced by 1 step, and you will owe every Liberty faction member a favor. The faction is disbanded. We cooks, but we keep the country. I'll surrender. I will peace out of that SOB so fast. That's fine. Favors, hooks. So that's not great. We're going to have to look at the fallout from that in the next time. In the next episode. We're going to have to look at how really, really bad that was. And then go back to the Crown Authority discussion later on. But if we can siege down these forts down here in southern Aquitaine, well, my friends, we may yet win this war and then have to go back and reevaluate what all those favors and hooks will end up doing to us. See, now all of our allies are back. So obviously that has helped. See, we're back to 14,000. They're down to 4,000. It was not strategically smart. I will absolutely admit that. I should have just given in to the Liberty faction demands at the time, because it would have resulted more or less in the same thing. The Crown Authority reduced, but they wouldn't have all of these favors. So now, obviously, they have a lot of leverage against us. But be that as it may, I think we still have a good chance here now against Aquitaine. We can just move our forces together. If they would break off their sieges to help us here. It's not looking like it just yet. Let's see, will they? Yes. Okay, so they will. That'll auto-trigger them to come. Question is, will they make it in time? Right now it's a very even battle. We have the slight advantage, but now everyone's coming. All of our allies are coming. We have taken a prisoner. King Adalbert. Enemy ally has joined the war. Oh man, we are so close. King Henry the Foolish, he died in battle. Prisoner taken in siege. Let's see here. Is there a fort up here? Yeah, I'll go back up to the capital and siege that. And now go to the court. Prisoners. Let's get some money for you, just to stave off bankruptcy. And now we're gonna win this war. Nah, we're going to win this war, because we're going to win this siege. He's used a favor on us. Yes, yes, I understand. Everyone's using their favors now. I understand. Leave the comments in the comment section about how big of a screw up it was to not just accept their demands initially. All right, there we have it. 100% war score. We will enforce the demands. Boom. So be it. Disband our military. Obligation invalidated. Prisoners taken in siege. All right, so we'll hit pause. And whew, that was tense. Need to, in the next episode, what I'm going to do is we're going to take a look and see. I mean, first of all, domain limit, we're still good, surprisingly. We're going to have to take a look at our new leader and look at the new targets. But man, we are so close. We got to take these little things here. Then we got to take these guys here. How are we looking with that? No. No. He is not a fan. So let's just start swaying him, ideally. So yeah, we've got Navarra, Castile, and Galicia. Let's take a look here. Navarra is isolated with no allies. Yeah, so Queen Constancia, you will be next. Then, God, I'm so used to other games. Castile, they are isolated without allies. And then we've got Galicia. They are allied to somebody smaller. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. So next, taking the Spanish would be key. How are we looking here? The Piasts, they are allied to someone in Montpellier. They are allied to a sheikh, who's our vassal. So we could gobble up in the next episode these two here and the remaining Spaniards. And then ideally at some point the Hudids just vassalize. Now we still need here. I mean, that's the dumb thing. We still have the Amorids. We still need to take those little islands. I mean, at this point, vassalage, no. I mean, his realm's too distant, which I don't understand. We're right next door. So we're just going to have to take them by force. But maybe in the next one, what we'll do is consolidate internally and just kind of take those islands. And then take these little French territories. Then gobble up the rest of Spain. Work on the Hudids to get them as vassals. And then we got to take on the HRE. And that's going to be quite the undertaking. We've got a ton of titles we could theoretically create. But I'm not really interested in that. But anyway, that will be for next time. So let me know your thoughts on this war. On that, I admit it, strategic blunder. But overall, I think we're obviously in a better place. You know, I mean, our leader died. We now have half of France is now part of the Abbadid Sultanate. And yeah, just let me know. Likes, don't forget to hit like. Subscribe if you're new. Until next time, I'm Realm Builder Guy. And I'll talk to you soon.